Welcome to Daniel's Inferno. My name is Daniel. Today we are going to talk about regional instability in the Middle East and Trump potentially walking back on a troop when he pulled his troops out of Syria. So, firstly, let me say thank you all for watching. I've been having a great time and I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos. If you have a moment, subscribe and leave a comment down below and join the conversation. So, Trump has sent troops into Syria due to the oil. He says he wants to secure United States oil. Firstly, let's all laugh at The Guardian and we will not stay quiet on the climate crisis. The climate emergency is the defining issue of our times. Doesn't that reek of desperation? Let's throw these buzzwords out so hopefully the radical lefts will come read our articles. I usually wouldn't use The Guardian because of their bias, but it was one of the only articles that was talking about this, unfortunately. So, the U.S. deployed troops around Syrian oil fields after the killing of al-Baghdadi. Trump has said he hopes to secure a share of Syrian oil for the United States. So, military has started reinforcing its positions around oil fields in eastern Syria, saying the new developments are part of its continued counter-terrorist mission after the killing of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. If you'll all remember that Trump pulled out troops about a month ago of Syria. About 50 to 100 troops were pulled out, and then the Turkey offensive started. Trump also sent a letter to Erdogan a couple weeks after the offensive started, telling him to make sure that what he was doing was done right, done properly, or he'd be remembered as the bad guy. He also threatened their economy because he was able to cripple their economy back in 2018 to help a jailed individual get unjailed. My phone, sorry guys. Keep the oil, I've always said that. We've secured the oil, Trump told the police chiefs conference on Monday. The president said his aim was to secure a U.S. share of Syrian oil revenues, which these people are claiming is potentially a war crime. If Trump and the Syrian government or the Syrian people have some sort of agreement, or they work out an agreement where the U.S. gets a share of the oil for all the help that they have given them, I don't think that's a war crime. I think that's a deal that could be made between the two countries, or Trump and the people. So I think that blatantly calling it a war crime like this is, well, it's a buzzword to try to invigorate people with Trump derangement syndrome. Let's be honest. Is it a good thing that Trump is sending troops into Syria? I say yes, not only to secure the oil fields that I think arguably the U.S. does have some claim, even a small one, to some of the revenue of the oil after everything they've done. If the U.S., which we know they are responsible for the killing of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, then that's huge. That is giant. Washington Post called him a quote, austere religious scholar, which is the most charitable interpretation you could ever give, because he hypothetically was a religious scholar, but he was also a murdering madman. So, one of the reasons I think it's good that Trump is going back into Syria is because U.S. spies have reportedly said that Turkish-backed militias are killing civilians as they clear Kurdish areas in Syria. So, I mentioned that Trump had pulled out of Syria about a month ago, and then Turkey began their offensive. Now, so 3 weeks after Trump ordered the forces to pull out, American spy agencies are seeing disturbing intelligence Turkish-backed militias, armed by Erdogan, have killed civilians in areas abandoned by the U.S. Now, the civilians being killed are the Kurdish, unfortunately. This is awful. The Kurdish have always been a firm and staunch ally of Western values and of the West, of Canada, of the United States, of Europe. And they, like Israel, deserve our support. I think when Trump pulled out, he green lit almost by accident this whole Turkey going in and for all this to happen. Now, I'm not blaming Trump because he has came out against what is happening. He has threatened Erdogan to make sure this is done right. But the Kurdish are our allies, and we should not leave our allies. They are also watching many ISIS personnel. Not to mention, Trump was willing to send troops into Saudi Arabia due to the regional instability in Iraq and Iran and Lebanon. The Lebanon government has said that their economy is going to fail due to all the protests. There are protests in Iraq going on. Iran is ramping up the rhetoric towards Saudi Arabia. So the instability is mounting, and right now we need our allies. And I think when Trump decided to pull out, as much as it was a campaign promise, and as much as we cannot always ensure the safety of everyone else, I do think he should have put measures in place that gave the Kurdish people some sort of protection. Maybe making a bargain with Erdogan beforehand. I don't know. There are a lot of weapons deals between the United States and Turkey, so a lot of money changes hands there. I don't know if possibly that was part of the issue. I think it's good that Trump is sending troops in. I think not only for the oil, but hopefully the Kurdish people will get some sort of safety, some sort of backing, and some sort of protection, which is what they deserve after everything they've done for us. They fought on the front lines against those ISIS bastards, those dirty fucking dogs, and I don't think we should leave them. I think we should be there, standing shoulder to shoulder, ensuring their safety in some capacity. You'll probably hear my cats playing. It is National Cat Day, everyone. However, Trump, great job. He's doing what he needs to be done. As the situation changes, he is reassessing decisions, and he's not afraid to change his mind. Thank you all for watching. I'm Daniel's Inferno. Have a wonderful day.